Thanks, Jenny. Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for you coming along. Hopefully it's not a long meeting. We have apologies this morning from Philip and who else did you say, Jenny? Kevin, yes.
Kevin and Burgess.
Just the two?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So there's no other apologies, we're all here. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Moved Claire without an I and seconded Merv. All those in favour, just wave your hands. Aye, contrary, carried. Thank you for that. Item 2, is there any disclosures of members' interest?
Not from me.
Looking around, no. Thank you for that. 3, any late items that anyone has?
No.
No. Thank you. Confirmation of the order of the meeting. Can't change this much around. So moved Councillor Marcus and seconded Merv. All those in favour? Aye. Contrary? Carried. Thank you for that. So now we're just on to the confirmation of the minutes of the 1st of December. That's a fair while ago. Can I have a mover and seconder to receive those minutes? Move Councillor St Pierre, seconded Merv. All those in favour?
Aye.
Contrary? Carried. Any discussion on those minutes? Was just quickly going through them. It's I'm on page 7 of the agenda. There's nothing there, but page 8, 9, 10, and there's nothing on page 11. So everyone's happy with that. They're true and correct record. Can I have a mover and seconder that they're true and correct? Claire and Liz. All those in favour?
Aye.
Contrary? Carried. So we're now on to the substantive part of the meeting. Sally, who is Claire going to take us through this? Claire,
Yes.
I'll hand over to you.
Thank you, Claire.
Oh, thanks. Claire with an I. Morning, everyone. So nice and quick one today, and the last 2 event applications for this current funding round, which is pretty exciting because we know that we're going to kick into all the new application reviewing next month. So we'll look forward to meeting you all or seeing you all hopefully in person then. So we'll just I'll just give a brief overview of the 2 applications that have come in, and then we can discuss those. So firstly, the North Island Men's Netball Club Champs that are coming to Cambridge next month, which is quite exciting because it's a unique event. Being netball, we don't get too many netball applications, and also because it's men's. So it's a good one because it's a 3-day event. 3-day tournament here at Cambridge High School, I believe, which will be quite a nice amount of time for people to be coming into the region, staying at local accommodation, spending their money at cafes and restaurants. So there'll be quite a benefit to the district. The numbers were quite light, we thought. 24 teams, I think it was, and they're suggesting about 450 people. But hey, it's an event, so we're all about that. Yeah, so I think that was main things to. Don't think they had anything in their budget for marketing, which was the same actually for the pump track one, but. Amber and I can speak to them and help them out with that. They've come in and requested 11,000, which was quite a decent number, and we have recommended 5,000. So happy to hear everyone's thoughts on that one.
Yeah. Any comments anyone has? Claire?
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I think it is you know, a unique event, you know, and so worth considering. I was really surprised at the low spectator numbers actually, and I thought if we go ahead with the recommendation and fund them at them, you know, like, could we ask them if they could try and keep a accurate count of the spectators they actually get, because, you know, likely it's going to be held again or something, because I did think it, you know, they've got 5 spectators from Waipa, you know, like surely there'd be more. But anyway, yeah.
With the right marketing and advertising, I think people will definitely want to go along and check it out. Central location, easy to get to.
Yeah, and what I find, like, it's got a strong connection to Waikato Tainui, and, you know, with all those family connections, that I'm sure whānau would come and watch their you know, men play and things like that. So yeah, I absolutely agree with your comments about marketing. Yeah, so that's
Thanks,
me.
Claire. I think they're fair comments. It'll be a bit like Wakarama. It'll be a family affair. Liz.
Yeah, oh look, my sentiments echo Claire's actually. So perhaps, you know, it's just as a suggestion, use some of the money that we're allocating to this to certainly let the community know, because it'll be a fabulous event to group of events or games to watch, I think.
It's one of the fastest growing sports, isn't it? Men's netball. The only comment, and I support it fully. The only question I had is, and really in regards to the amount of money we may carry over to next year. So prior to this allocation of 7, we've got 66,500 in the promotion fund and another 20 virtually in the event fund. Do we have I guess my question is, why aren't we giving them more, given we've got so much money sitting there? Do we end up, while it's cool, we're going to have more money for next year, are we going to give that away to perhaps less deserving applicants, or give those applicants that are deserving more than we might otherwise, because we've carried what is effectively $87,000 across? They've asked for 26 grand in total. If we gave them that, we'd still have 40,000 plus the 20 to carry across. So I don't know, I guess it's a kind of a technical thing as well. What are our rules?
There is the obviously the set of rules, like the benchmarking that we do with the assessment. So I guess it's just a matter of making sure that they meet the requirements of the funds, and we've obviously compared them to other like events. So yeah, it's definitely fair comment with the amount of money that we've got. We've obviously had so many cancellations, and we want that to go to some, you know, to support some really great events and bring it to Waipa. So happy to see what everyone else thinks.
So they only scored 30 out of 60, didn't they? And the mechanics of how you score it, I don't want to get involved with. But I just find
maybe for another conversation.
Yeah, I don't need to know really. That's what we use your expertise for. But I guess it was a more broader conversation around, and I guess it's COVID, but are we going to keep carrying money forward? Is that a good thing or a bad thing, or I don't know?
I think they're valid comments, Merv. The only concern I'd have, and I see your hand up too, Marcus, is the I suppose there's a risk of raising expectations as well for the next year if we go and give the full amount. If it was warranted, I'm comfortable with that. But if it's out of line with similar type applications, just because we've got money there to give it out, might create problems in the coming years. But anyway, Marcus, you had a comment?
Yeah, I agree with your comments, Jim. That's what I was going to say. You know, it's nice to have that money there so that we can actually help more people that apply in the future. And I think the amounts being that we've suggested that we give them, I'm happy with that. And I don't want to set a precedent that, you know, just because we've got the money, we're going to give them the whole lot.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Any other comments? All right. So I think probably we're comfortable with where that's sitting. I'll leave the recommendations till we've discussed the UCI Pump Track World Championships. It's the next one on the agenda, Claire.
Yep. All right, so another great one for the district. We've had it here previously a couple of times. So the organiser did mention that they were encouraged to move this particular event to a different part of the country, just to share it around a little. They tried to go to Coromandel, but they couldn't get the funds there, so they have brought it back to Waipa, which is great for us because we have the best, potentially the best pump track in the world. A lot of people think, so that is very exciting. Again, they were a bit light in the marketing. Well, they didn't actually have anything in the marketing section, so this will be another one we need to help promote and help the organiser to promote from their end as well. I don't think there was too much else to note. It's something that people are actually moving to Waipa for. Well, one of the sports that people are actually moving to the district for, which is really cool. And lots of varied ages. So right from the little tackers right up to the more mature riders. So they've requested 15,000. The only thing in there that we weren't quite sure about was the funding request for the flights. I don't think we've seen that before. Well, we may have, but yeah, I'm not sure. Amber probably could have commented on that one. I don't know how comfortable we feel about funding flights, but that's there. And also, yeah, there was just a couple of things to note around low numbers as well, which is why we thought that one was coming in lower on the scale too. So we recommended 2,000 for that one. What does everyone think?
Comments? Anyone got any comments? Liz?
Yeah, hey, thank you. Look, I have attended this event before. It captures a market or an audience, I suppose, but a lot of youth like to attend this particular event. So I am supportive of it. I feel the funding's about right, actually. I think it's fair, and yeah, I'm happy with the recommendation.
Thanks, Liz. Marcus?
I was going to say, I was thinking about increasing it a little bit more, but yeah, I'll go with the expert on this one. If Liz is happy with it, then I think that's a good amount then.
Yeah. Any other comments anyone has? I think I'd be a bit concerned about spending the money on flights to get people there, but so I agree with those comments. Merv, are you comfortable with this one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just one other thing, actually, Jim, while I remember, we do need to look at some kind of parking solution for this event. And Sally, I'm sure you're well aware, when we have had it in the past, it was probably before the Cambridge pool parking, of course, was established properly. But my suspicion is that with this event, all the parking for the pool will be used, and it won't leave anyone left to park at the pool. So I'm wondering if there's, we were limited with space down there. I'm just wondering, it's something we should probably keep an eye on. So if there was to be greater attendance at this event, maybe we need to look at some kind of park and ride plan.
Through you, the chair, in terms of those comments, I think those are definitely discussions we can have with the event organiser about being clear on parking opportunities. I know in terms of Dominion Ave, it gets very full there if there's any events at the pump track. So Claire, I'm pretty sure we can include that in the comments back to the event organiser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Was there any other comments? Everyone comfortable with it?
Yep.
All right. Hey, thanks for that. So we've got the recommendations A through to C. Is everybody comfortable? And if so, can I just have a mover and seconder for those recommendations? It's A through to C, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I've moved Liz and seconded Marcus. All those in favour?
Aye.
Contrary? Carried. Thank you for that. And was there any general business or anything anyone wanted to bring up? No?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Well, that's the